Hey, are you ready to create a life and business you love? Hell yeah, you are. In this video, I'm gonna reveal the 5 questions you need to get crystal clear on first, plus the one thing that I think so many new entrepreneurs get so wrong. According to research, up to 90% of new businesses fail, so you definitely wanna pay attention to this. Keep watching. Hey Posse, what's up? It's Alex coming to you live. This is my last video from the echoey cabin in the woods. And I'm coming at you this week with some juicy questions to help you build your money-making, industry-shaking business of your dreams. And for more videos about marketing and copywriting and online business building, you know what to do. Make sure to subscribe below. And don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when my next video goes live. All right, let's not waste any time. Let's jump right in, shall we? Here are the 5 questions you need to get crystal clear on before starting a business. Number 1, what's your passion? Okay, so the first question you need to ask yourself is essentially, what do I want to do with my life? I know that is a loaded question, and it is something that a lot of people, myself included, get hung up on. Another way to ask this question might be, what makes me feel happy and fulfilled? In the self-help and entrepreneurial worlds, there is so much freaking pressure put on all of us to find our purpose. And honestly, I freaking hate that so much because it implies that we all have one distinct purpose in life, and you either find it and succeed, yay you, or you end up miserable, apparently. And to me, that's kind of a crock of BS because let me tell you, when I was first starting my freelancing business back in 2011, my purpose was to pay my freaking rent. That was it. That is all I cared about. So I hustled to get my business off the ground and start making some money so I could survive. It wasn't even a blip on my radar that I could build a global community of hundreds of thousands of people and change the world through the power of words. No. So no, I don't believe you only have one purpose in life. I believe our purpose evolves and changes and reveals itself over time. Yes, it starts with survival, and only once you've got your bases covered in that department can you move on to a more altruistic purpose. But this process of discovery cannot happen until you start taking steps in the right direction. Action creates clarity, and here's what I mean by that. If you are not actively engaging in the things that are enjoyable for you, like hobbies you love, activities that are fun for you, going to events, volunteering, helping others, writing, whatever that looks like, then how can you expect to ever find a business that lights you up? You probably won't. Most people don't just wake up one day and suddenly realize what their purpose is. You know, you don't just wake up and go, oh, I want to teach ballet to adults with 2 left feet. Your purpose comes from exploring your passions first. You have to get out there and do things. Figure out what you're good at, what makes you happy when you're doing it, what can you do over and over and over again without getting sick of it, what doesn't really feel like work at all. Those are the questions that you want to start exploring to really nail down your potential business idea. Then ask yourself, number 2, who will you serve? Now, this is such a simple question, but most business owners completely overlook it. And then they get a year into their business and they wonder why it's just not working. Maybe they have a great product that really does help people, but no one is paying attention. What gives? Well, you've heard me say it before. If you don't first know exactly who you want to serve, then the people you want to serve will have a really hard time finding you. That's why it's really important to get really clear on this question before you actually begin building your business or putting anything into motion, and get as granular and specific with this as you possibly can. Who are they? Why are they interested in your product or service? What are their biggest goals, hopes, dreams, fears, desires? What are their biggest challenges? What keeps them awake at night? Who do they call after they've had a hard day? Is it a health-conscious single mom of 3 who wants to give her kids the best quality food she can, but she's living in suburbia and doesn't have the money or the time to drive for high-quality fresh food? Or maybe it's a health-conscious professional in his late 40s who prioritizes working out and eating healthy when at home, but his demanding career has him really busy and he's traveling all the time. This is the level of thinking that you really need to put in here. The more time and detail you put into this step will make everything else so much easier, especially when it comes to step number 5, which is probably the most important step of them all. All right, moving on to question number 3, how can you help them? Okay, so now you know what you probably want to do, right? And who you want to serve. Now it's time to take all of this information about your ideal customer and ask yourself, what can I do to best impact and transform their life? I know that's like a big question, but ask yourself, where do they need the most help and how can I provide that help for them? How can I make their life better, easier, faster, happier, more enjoyable? Going back to the examples from the last question, the health-conscious mom who can't easily access healthy, fresh food for her children, how would a farm fresh co-op service impact her life? What if it was easy, affordable, and convenient for her to get fresh food for her family? Or the guy who travels a lot for work but doesn't want to sacrifice his health. How would a meal prep service impact his life? What if he could get macro-friendly meals delivered to his hotel no matter where in the world he traveled? This will help you create that irresistible product, service, or offer that is going to excite your ideal customers and make doing business with you a no-brainer. All right, moving on to question number 4. What makes you different? All right, so now we're gonna dive deeper and start doing some research. You need to research the businesses that are already out there doing the thing that you wanna do or offering something similar. What exactly are they doing? What is their method? What is their message? And most importantly, how will you differentiate yourself from them? One of the most important things you can do when starting your business is figuring out what sets you apart. Figure out what makes you different and why people would buy from you over someone else. It could be your story, a special skill, a unique method or approach. One of the best ways to do this is to hop on forums and read reviews or ratings of other businesses and see what people didn't like about their experience. Quite often you'll actually see what people wish they had, and then you can slide in and fill that gap for them. And once you know this, you can move on to the most important question of them all: how will you attract your dream customers? Okay, so this is where you take everything you just mapped out and you use it to develop the messaging that will become the foundation of your brand. So what exactly is your messaging and why does it matter? Well, think of it this way. Your messaging is literally the words, phrases, and vibe that you put out to your audience. It's the what you say, the how you say it, the when you say it, and it's even the tone that you say it in and the general way in which you communicate. So think of it this way. Two brands can offer the exact same product or service to two very different audiences, and because of that, you have two very different messages or ways of communicating. The number one rule in marketing is that you have to speak to your customers in a way they'll be receptive to. It's not enough to just have the right product or the right offer. You also have to appeal to the right customer. They have to resonate with your brand voice and your messaging, otherwise literally nothing else will matter. And I really believe this is one of the things that new entrepreneurs fail to get right, and it's part of the reason why so many new businesses fail. Now, if you need help developing a memorable message that will help you stand out from day one and effortlessly attract your dream customers, then check out my super fun brand voice program, the Posse I Challenge. The Posse I is a step-by-step customizable framework that you can immediately apply to your own business or your soon-to-be business. I will walk you through the entire process using real-life brands in a variety of niches and show you how you can create your own standout positioning strategy. Plus, the best part is you'll walk away with your very own beautifully designed brand voice guide that you can use to create consistently powerful marketing campaigns, and you can find more information on that in the description box below. And I will see you next week back in my studio with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to check out the next one from me right here. And you can click right here to get a free gift. Listen to this. Average person is bombarded with 10,000 marketing messages every single day, which begs the question, in a world where attention is the most valuable commodity, how do you command it instead of demand it? In this video, I'm gonna walk you through how to create a spectacular, never the same, totally unique brand voice that helps you stand out. Keep watching.